to have the honor of presiding over the ceremony that will unite you as husband and wife. Today is a very special day that is filled with love and celebration. Although this indeed is a high point, marriage is a journey, not a destination. Marriage is more than any one single event or promise. It is a series of decisions that have been made and will continue to be made over and over again that shows each of your care and concern for the one you love most in the world. Marriage is a promise that is renewed daily through a couple's actions and responsibility, taken on in the spirit of faith, hope, and love, which brings comfort in times of sadness and heightens our greatest joy. May the promises and vows you make this day live always in your hearts and in your home, so all that you share will deepen and grow through the years, leading you through a lifetime of happiness. Now you've known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment, and at some point you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held while riding in a car or over a meal, maybe on Skype, all of those sentences that began with when we're married and continued with I will, you will, we will. All of those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe. All of these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are your way of saying to one another, hey, you know all those things that we hoped and promised and dreamed? Well, I meant it, every word. Stephanie, I'd like you to pass your flowers. And if you guys could please face each other and hold hands. Look into each other's eyes and remember this moment. Because before this moment, you've been many things. An acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dance partner, and even a teacher. For you've learned so much from one another. And now you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same. Because after these vows you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. A wedding is more than a celebration of the love that lives in your hearts today. It reaches into the future and proclaims your intentions of what tomorrow may hold. A couple who are wedded join not only by their mutual love and affection that they share, but also by their hopes, dreams, and promises of what will be. The promises and vows you make this day shall guide you into your common future. I'll ask you now if you're prepared to make those promises. Stephanie, have you come here today of your own free will to take Mark to be your husband, that you may live together as equal partners, sharing all that life has to offer? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him all the days of your life?
I will.
Mark, have you come here today of your own free will to take Stephanie to be your wife, that you may live together as equal partners, sharing all that life has to offer?
I have.
Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her all the days of your life?
I will.
Stephanie and Mark would like to thank all of you for being here and for supporting them through everything that it has taken to make today a reality. They do know that taking the time and making the journey took a considerable effort, and they want you all to know the deep appreciation and gratitude that they feel in their hearts. All of the time and conversations that you've had with them, maybe even before they met, have helped to make them who they need to be first to find themselves and then each other. You've shared in some of their best and worst days. You're an irreplaceable part of their yesterdays, their today, and all of their tomorrows. For all of you are among some of the greatest gifts that life has given them. All of you are those they are honored to call family and friend. Now, when you accepted their invitation, you also accepted a very special responsibility and role in their lives. By asking you to bear witness to all that is true in their hearts, they share with you precious memories and knowledge of why and how all is so right for them. Now, these insights are a tool that may be later called upon when good counsel is needed. So now is when I ask all of you, do you promise that you will do everything in your power to support them in their union? Will you encourage them to always see the comfort and strength of their togetherness through the storms and stress that life will bring, And will you use what you've seen and heard here today to remind them that the beauty and joy they share today was meant to last a lifetime?
We will.
One more time, real loud.
We will.
Now, today is the public affirmation and acknowledgement of all that you are to each other. Seemingly, your relationship's going to be as it always was, but there's power in spoken word. May that power bring you all the warmth, closeness, security, and comfort that this world has to offer. Mark, do you take Stephanie to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you vow to love her and care for her for as long as you both shall live? Do you accept her with all of her faults and strengths and offer yourself to her with all of your own faults and strengths, accepting everything you already know and trusting everything you don't know yet? Do you promise to help her when she needs help and turn to her when you need help? And do you promise to be a faithful and loving companion and to always put the promises you make today above all else? Stephanie, do you take Mark to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you vow to love him and care for him for as long as you both shall live? Do you accept him with all of his faults and strengths and offer yourself to him with all of your own faults and strengths, accepting everything you already know and trusting everything you don't know yet? Do you promise to help him when he needs help and turn to him when you need help? And do you promise to be a faithful and loving companion and to always put the promises you make today above all else? And I understand we're exchanging rings. While you're getting the rings, I'll tell a little story. For thousands of years, lovers have exchanged rings as a token of their vows. Generally, those simple bands weren't of great value themselves, but instead made so precious by wearing them. It's worn on the third finger on the left hand because of an ancient belief that a vein from that finger goes directly to the heart, thus connecting emotion and physical body. The circle is the symbol of the sun, earth, and universe. In your rings, it's the symbol of unity in which your lives will now be joined in an unbroken circle, in which wherever you go, you will always return to one another and your togetherness. May they remind you always of the vows that have been taken today and all of the promises that have been made. Stephanie, will you repeat after me while placing the ring on his finger?
Mark, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love, my friendship, and my commitment to you.
Stephanie, I give you this ring. Stephanie, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love, my friendship, and my commitment to you.
Mark and Stephanie have chosen to further symbolize their commitment with a unique ceremony, much like their relationship. Now before you are two separate containers of sand, representing your lives to this moment, individual and unique. When you combine your sand together, your lives will also join together as one. Stephanie, please pick up the container of sand that represents your life's path. Reflect on everything that you have been, everything that you are, and everything that you intend to be. Mark, please pick up the container of sand representing your life's path. Reflect on everything that you have been, everything that you are, and everything that you intend to be. Now you may blend your sand together, symbolizing the uniting of your two lives into one. And just as these grains of sand can never again be separated and poured into individual containers, so will your commitment and lives be. The vows you have taken pledging love mean far more than mere words ever can. May their gentle spirit move in you. May your years fulfill the beauty of all of the feelings expressed today. And please, always put these vows above those pesky things that make life smaller. by the power vested to me by the state of Nevada, you are right now, as your hearts have always known you to be, husband and wife. You may kiss your gorgeous wife.
And it is my distinct pleasure to introduce for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Lutz.